Okay, here we go with starting our sewing. So I've got that corner under the foot. I'm just going to start along the edge here. 1 second. I'm doing this as I'm sitting on the floor, so it's a little tricky with my pedal. And I'm just going around the thumb. I see my thumb is not quite lined up here, and one of these pieces is a little bigger than the other, so I want to make sure I'm not going to go. I actually need to lift this up and see, make sure I'm actually sewing this through. I'm getting really close. Okay, I'll get back in line here. We'll go back along the edge and go. I know this probably looks wonky, but we're going to go around the thumb. And like I said before, the fleece does not have to be perfect because we can always adjust and cut extra off. And I'm just going to come up here and stop right up here where I'm in line with this other corner. If you can see, I went that edge, I did around the thumb, and then, so now I will have a piece that I can unfold here with the thumb sewn together. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. I've got this piece here. I sewed along that edge. I went up around the thumb, and you can see there was some extra fleece. They didn't quite match up, but you just have to make sure you're keeping in line, and I'll cut that. I'll trim around these edges once I have everything sewn together. And then this flap is hanging here where the hand piece will go. So now, it's this longer piece. I am going to match that up with my other solid piece and sew that together. I like to sew it with this part I just sewed with the thumb. I like to sew it with that side up so I can see where I'm at, because there will come a point where I'll have to flip this thumb piece. So I match them together. I'm going to put this right here under my foot, start right up at the top. We'll go around, and I'll show you then when I stop what I do with that thumb. Okay, I'm right here to my thumb. I have my needle still down. I lift the foot of my machine and I flip that thumb back. Line everything up again. I put the foot back down and I'm going to continue, and it just keeps going. And from here, you just continue. You just continue going all the way around the bottom, the hand of the mitten. Okay, so I've got my mitten sewn. I have a very rough edge with some longer pieces. So I am going to take my scissors. Sewing shears really work best, something that's sharp that can cut through fabric easily. I'm going to trim off all the pieces around the edge that are extra. But ultimately, this would be what I'll use for the lining of the mitten. So we'll do a second one, just like this, only maybe in a different fabric or in the same fabric. And that one will flip inside out, and then we'll just put the two together. And then I just sew around the top edge when I have the two together. So I've been sewing around the top edge, and then I just do some clipping. I just fray, basically, that top edge above the sewn line. So I can show a video of that too if people have questions. It'll take me a little bit longer just to get that done so I can get the second mitten. But this would be, so this is the left hand that I just did. And then, oh, sorry, try to get it over my watch here. The left hand, that'll be the lining of the mitten. And then I'll do the right hand over there. And then I'll grab another fabric. I have some others cut out and do the outer part. So hopefully this makes sense. Again, if you have questions, please let me know, and I will try to clarify whatever those questions may be. Otherwise, happy sewing. Thank you for sharing to help with the mitten ministry. And if you have other ideas or thoughts on ways to make this even a more simple process, please pass them along. We are happy to have any additional ideas. So thank you so much.